guys, Howie and Alex with you here, bringing you Stood on Season 3 review, episode 5. This episode is going to continue on what happened with Asuna, how she's thinking, because, the last 2 episodes were about Kirito waking up in that dream world, and his life over there. Now we're back in the real world, and we've seen what Asuna's going through with Kirito, and we found out that Kirito's in the hospital, and that they had to move him to a factory that had better equipment because he's going to take mental damage and some brain damage as well. He's taking both, not just brain damage, but he's also taking some other type of damage as well, like heart problems and stuff like that from that poison that he took. Again, his life is not in danger no more, but he is going to have some bad side effects from being that poison. So, which is a sad thing to go through that, because I've met people who've been through something similar. So, but his mom, she signed the paperwork to transfer him, and this is when the problem starts, because the hospital that they transfer him to, they told him that he could not allowed to have any visitors until his treatment is done. But then Asuna had made Yuri go through the computer work, and we found out that he's not really there no more, that he got transferred somewhere else. And then they got Klein and the rest of the gang involved, and of course they have Lifa, she's there as well, involved, and they are going to different places to find out where Kirito's at, but they not getting no luck and stuff, trying to find out where he's at. And then you have the whole Hervin posse basically, and best man Klein looking for him, and Klein ends up driving Lifa and Asuna to this one building, which is where the communication last dropped off from the heartbeat thing that she has for Kirito. And they found out from there that a helicopter had picked him up and left. So technically he's somewhere overseas where they can never reach him. And then where they were thinking about information and how to reach him and anything they can do to basically help, it was brought up that Kirito did state to Asuna before that the I believe the lab was called Shingamura Lab. That's where all the doctors technically knew each other. The doctor who built Sword Art Online, the other doctor who built that gear for Oracle Scale, and that other doctor that is I believe she went out, where the guy with the glasses who's making the new system that Kirito's on. So it's funny how all these doctors they knew each other. And they had different doctors' degrees and stuff, and they worked in different aspects, but they were all from the same building, so from that lab. But we had this awesome panel where Asuna explained the situation to the female doctor. I forgot her name. I think it was Kurumara. And she explains the whole situation with them. And then she remembers her flashback with Kirito, because Kirito had this memory seed, and she was like, if you have nothing but hatred in your heart for him, destroy it. But if there's something other in you than hatred, and then that's where it cuts off, and it doesn't explain what happens afterwards. But the fact that she now has it as a locket means that Kirito probably doesn't hate the doctor completely and handing that seed over to her. So that was a nice thing to get. And then we get the ending of the episode where her and her assistant gets a plane to the invitation of this place where Asuna thinks Kirito is trapped at, and her assistant goes through all these different security phases, getting scanned and stuff. And when they finally get there, the guy from her flashback was there. I'm not the same guy, but the guy who made the guy who's making this the soul transfer, or show stands later, which is what Kirito is stuck in right now. This is the guy who made it. He's there with another friend of his, a colleague who's also from that same lab. And he tells her, you're one of my 3 guesses. And we know the guy with the glasses is one of the guesses, and now she's the other guess. And when she asked him who's the third, he was like, well, I can't introduce you to him yet, but you meet him soon. Her assistant, the chick with the blonde hair, she takes off her wig and her glasses, and it's Asuna. And she's like, it's Kirito, right? And you see in the thumbnail, she's really, really upset because they took Kirito all the way to like this remote island called, remote island is like a Navy base. It's called Ocean Turtle. It's a big turtle-like base that's in the ocean. Hint the name, Ocean Turtle. And that's technically where they're keeping Kirito at. And they have him in there stuck. So that was the end of the episode. That epic cliffhanger of like her getting like upset, like where's Kirito? You know, basically where her husband's at. So it was funny seeing that. But I can't wait for next week's episode. I want to see what's gonna happen. I mean, we know that she's there now, and we see in the opening that we see Klein and the rest of the Herm gang and stuff, and his other friends are in this game. So most likely he's gonna probably use more translates, and he's gonna allow Kirito's friends to hop in and look for him. Or maybe he's gonna use Kirito as an experiment, since Kirito's like in a messed up mind right now thanks to that injection from him fighting that guy from the laughing coffins, and maybe where he's using Kirito to, like, you know, in this state to, you know, prove his science and whatever he's gonna do, because it's not really clear what his goal is yet. But maybe where Kirito's doing all this, he's gonna use Asuna and all them and Klein to as more experiments for this project. So I don't think this guy's a bad guy, but at the same time, like, the way he's doing things is kind of sneaky. So, but it was a good episode. I liked it a lot. We get to see the whole gang again, all of Kirito's, Herm, Asuna, Klein, Yuri. We get the connection to all the different doctors from all the different seasons in the movie. Because, you know, a lot of people don't know, but the movie's canon, so. But yeah, this was very awesome. I love what A1 is doing with Sword Art Online. I don't read the light novel or the manga, so I'm not really sure, like, if they take anything out or switch things. But I heard from a lot of different people that read the light novel and the manga are saying this is like the best adaptation season of Sword Art Online. So, and so far I like it a lot, especially with the graphics and stuff. But that's all I have for y'all this week, guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get notified. Light novel and manga readers, please don't spoilers in the comments. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.